Now let's talk about the probation service here. Is this something that hasn't worked because it was just done badly? I mean, or is it a principle here?
I'm afraid it's yet another of Chris Grayling's disasters, but there's a really important principle here, which is that probation is a public service. It's about looking after ex-offenders, making sure that they don't commit more crimes, making sure that our communities are safe. It's not appropriate to have private companies involved in that. So what we've seen is, in a few short years, we've seen the service completely fail in private hands, and it's had to be brought into public ownership again, where it will work better as it did before.
But well, the irony here is that the government did something wrong, is your view, but they've now done something right.
Yes, and we're really happy that David Gauke has made the right decision on this. We do need to see probation being delivered locally, though, and we don't think there needs to be any role for the private sector in this, because it doesn't make sense for private companies to be involved.
Would it cost the taxpayer more than the system that the government was trying to introduce? Because the criticism seems to be you're just going to saddle the taxpayer with huge debts.
No, what we've seen from the National Audit Office and the Public Accounts Committee is that privatisation has been incredibly costly, and it's cost us millions of pounds, because the government has essentially had to bail out private companies like Interserve and Working Links as they've collapsed. That's a really bad deal for all of us.
The irony, of course, is you're saying that public ownership is best, but then it would have been run by someone, say, Chris Grayling. Do they know how to run things better than those in the private sector?
Well, we have professionals in the probation sector who know how to do this work, and it's about the public sector making sure that the motivations and the incentives are right. So, it's not really a question of Chris Grayling or anyone else, dealing directly with ex-offenders. It's about using the professionals that we have in the public sector to deliver a good service.
What do you is it your view, your group's view, that nationalisation good, anything private is wrong, or is there a compromise?
Yeah, so we believe that there should be a mixed economy. So this is about running public services in public ownership so that they can work for people rather than profit. But private companies can do lots of other things, and that's absolutely fine.